Tiger is largest member of the cat family, Felidae, rivaled only by the lion, Panthera leo. In strength and ferocity, it is a famous apex predator, meaning without a natural predator or enemy. The tiger is endangered throughout its range, which stretches from the Russian Far East through parts of North Korea, China, India, and Southeast Asia to the Indonesian island of Sumatra. The tiger usually hunts by night and preys on a variety of animals, but it prefers fairly large prey such as deer, sambar, cheetal, and swamp deer, and wild pigs. A special liking for porcupines, despite the danger of injury from their quills, is an exception. Healthy large mammals are generally avoided, although there have been recorded instances of the tigers having attacked elephants and adult water buffalo. Cattle are occasionally taken from human habitations, and some tigers can thrive on domestic livestock. After making a kill and consuming what it can, it makes a deliberate attempt to hide the carcass from vultures and other scavengers so that another meal can be obtained. Tigers are not averse to commandeering a kill from other tigers or leopards, and they sometimes eat carrion. Skill in killing and obtaining prey is only partly instinctive, maternal training being essential for proficiency. For this reason, tigers raised in captivity would not fare well if released into the wild. As the top predator throughout its range, the tiger plays a major role in controlling not only its prey population but that of other predators such as the leopard, dhole, Asiatic wild dog, and clouded leopard. No trait of the tiger has fascinated humans more than man-eating. A number of reasons account for this disability caused by age or injury, paucity of prey, acquisition of the habit from the mother, or defense of cubs or kill. With the reduction in the number of tigers, the occurrence of man-eating tigers has become rare except in the Sundarbans, the northeast Indian state of Uttar Pradesh, and neighboring Nepal in and around Royal Kitwan National Park. Tigers have reddish-orange coats with prominent black stripes, white bellies and white spots on their ears. Like a human fingerprint, no two tigers have the exact same markings. Because of this, researchers can use stripe patterns to identify different individuals when studying tigers in the wild. Tigers are powerful hunters with sharp teeth, strong jaws, and agile bodies. They are the largest terrestrial mammal whose diet consists entirely of meat. The largest tiger ever recorded was an Amur tiger. The tiger's closest relative is the lion. In fact, without fur, it is difficult to distinguish a tiger from a lion. Tigers are among the largest cats in the world, and the Amur tiger is the largest subspecies with males weighing up to 660 pounds, 300 kilograms, and measuring 10 feet, 3 meters. Sumatran tigers are the smallest subspecies, maxing out at 310 pounds, 140 kilograms, and 8 feet, 2.4 meters. Female tigers of all subspecies tend to be smaller than their male counterparts. Tigers existed throughout much of Eastern and Southern Asia, as well as in parts of Central and Western Asia and the Middle East, surrounding the Caspian Sea. Their range has diminished significantly as human populations have expanded. It is believed they currently occupy just 7% of their historic range. Presently, tigers are found in a variety of habitats across South and Southeast Asia, China, and Eastern Russia. They thrive in temperate, tropical, or evergreen forests, mangrove swamps and grasslands. Amur tigers are primarily found in Far East Russia, although there are small populations across the border into China and potentially North Korea. Sumatran tigers are found only on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. A tiger's range within these regions is determined by the availability of prey. The lifespan of tigers in the wild is usually between 10 and 15 years. In human care, or on rare occasions in the wild, a tiger can live up to 20 years. However, approximately half of all wild tiger cubs do not survive past the first 2 years of life. Only 40% of those that reach independence actually live to establish a territory and produce young. The risk of mortality remains high for adult tigers due to their territorial nature, which often results in direct competition with conspecifics, or members of the same species. Despite their solitary nature, Communication is a very important part of tigers' behavioral ecology. They communicate through vocalizations, such as roaring, grunting and chuffing, and through signals, such as scent marking and scratches on trees. Tigers are fiercely territorial animals, so these signals are particularly important to communicating where one tiger's home range ends and another's begins. Tigers are ambush predators that rely on stealth and strength to take down prey. These apex predators primarily hunt large ungulates, such as wild boar and deer, but are also known to consume monkeys, buffalo, sloth bears, leopards and even crocodiles. When tigers are found in close proximity to humans, they may also feed on domestic animals, such as cattle or goats. Tigers are adept swimmers and have even been recorded hunting in the water. These powerful cats hunt primarily at night, using sight and sound to identify prey. Their striped coats help them blend into their surroundings, where they lie in wait for prey to pass by. At the opportune moment, tigers pounce on their prey, take it to the ground and finish the kill by breaking or biting the neck. Tigers hunt about once a week and consume as much as 75 pounds, 34 kilograms, of food in one night. At the zoo, tigers eat ground beef, and their diet is supplemented with enrichment items each week. They receive knuckle bones or cow femurs twice a week and rabbits once a week to exercise their jaws and keep their teeth healthy. Tigers in the wild are thought to be solitary creatures, except when mating or raising young. Cubs stay with their mothers until they learn to hunt successfully, usually at about 18 to 24 months old. They reach full independence after 2 to 3 years, at which point they disperse to find their own territory. Female tigers often remain near their mother's territory, while males disperse farther from home. Female tigers reach sexual maturity between age 3 and 4. Males are sexually mature at about 4 or 5 years old. Mating can occur at any time of year but most often takes place during cooler months between November and April. Tigers are induced ovulators, which means females will not release eggs until mating occurs. Gestation lasts approximately 100 days, and females give birth to between 1 and 7 offspring at a time, averaging between 2 and 4 cubs. Once cubs become independent, at about age 2, females are ready to give birth again. However, if a female's offspring do not survive, due to causes such as infanticide or starvation, she is able to conceive another litter right away. Tiger, easily recognized by its coat of reddish-orange with dark stripes, the tiger is the largest wild cat in the world. The big cat's tail is 3 feet long. On average the big cat weighs 450 pounds, about the same as 8-10-year-old kids. It stands 3 feet tall with teeth 4 inches long and claws as long as house keys. A female tiger gives birth to a litter of 3 or 4 cubs, who she will care for until they are a year and a half old. These cubs quadruple in size during their first month. The powerful predator generally hunts alone, able to bring down prey such as deer and antelope. Tigers wait until dark to hunt. The tiger sprints to an unsuspecting animal, usually pulling it off its feet with its teeth and claws. If the prey animal is large, the tiger bites its throat to kill it. Smaller prey is usually killed when the tiger breaks its neck. Tigers have been known to eat up to 80 pounds of meat in one night, but more often they consume about 12 pounds during a meal. It may take days for a tiger to finish eating its kill. The cat eats until it's full, and then covers the carcass with leaves and dirt. The tiger comes back to feed some more. Tigers live far apart from each other. A tiger knows if it is in another tiger's territory based on the trees around him. Each tiger marks the trees in its area with urine and special scratches. Unlike most members of the cat family, tigers seem to enjoy water and swim well. Some tigers live where it gets very cold in India and parts of Southeast Asia. The whole species is endangered throughout its range. Tigers have been overhunted for their fur as well as for other body parts that many people use in traditional medicines. Tigers' habitat has also dwindled seriously as humans have developed land for uses such as farming and logging. However, in the Siberian region of Russia, there's hope that these big cats are making a comeback. Because of their size, strength, and predatory skills, tigers are considered one of the big cats. Lions, cheetahs, jaguars, and cougars are also part of this grouping. Tiger stripes are special to each individual, and their tails help them to keep their balance. The big cats share all but 4.4% of their DNA with domestic cats. Tigers can weigh up to 670 pounds. Tigers have lost an estimated 95% of their historical range. Their habitat has been destroyed, degraded, and fragmented by human activities. The clearing of forests for agriculture and timber, as well as the building of road networks and other development activities, pose serious threats to tiger habitats. Tigers need wide swaths of habitat for their survival since they have large home ranges and are very territorial. Fewer tigers can survive in small, scattered islands of habitat, which leads to a higher risk of inbreeding and makes tigers more vulnerable to poaching as they venture beyond protected areas to establish their territories. This underscores the need to ensure habitat connectivity between the protected areas where tigers live. People and tigers increasingly compete for space. As forests shrink and prey becomes scarce, tigers are forced to leave protected areas in search of food and to establish territories. This takes them into human-dominated areas that lie between habitat fragments, where they can hunt domestic livestock that many local communities depend on for their livelihood. In retaliation, tigers are sometimes killed or captured. Conflict tigers can end up for sale in black markets. Local community dependence on forests for fuel wood, food, and timber heightens the risk of tiger attacks on people. Tigers are the keystone species that play an integral part in conserving our pristine ecosystem. They inadvertently safeguard our rivers, forests, and a variety of wildlife that coexist on their estate, including human species. They are admired for their strength, valiance, agility, and beauty, which are inimitable in God's other creations. Yet, despite so many studies and research on these majestic felines, we continue to discover new things about their elusive lives and uncover more interesting facts about tigers. In Indian culture, tigers play a significant role. It has long represented majesty, strength, beauty, and fierceness, which has been linked to courage and gallantry. In Hindu mythology, the tiger plays a vital role in goddess Durga's conveyance. Tiger hunting was formerly regarded by monarchs and noblemen as one of the finest forms of courage. The tiger is a rare animal that is essential to the variety and health of an ecosystem. At the top of the food chain, it is a top predator. As a result, the existence of tigers in the forest is a sign that the ecology is healthy. Tiger conservation in forests safeguards a variety of other species' habitats. Numerous ecosystem services, such as the preservation of rivers and other water sources, the reduction of soil erosion, and the enhancement of ecological services like pollination and water table retention, are among the indirect advantages. Of all the big cat species in the wild, tigers are the largest and the heaviest. An adult Siberian tiger can weigh up to 320 kilograms and measure 11 feet in length, head to tail, while the male Bengal tiger from India can measure up to 10 feet in length and weigh 250 kilograms. In fact, the second largest cat in the wild, the African lion, measures 8 to 9.5 feet in length and weighs up to 190 kilograms, is a bit smaller. Tigers are blessed with the ability to communicate in several distinctive sounds with each other. They use it to display their mood, affection, distress, and dominance to others. They can hear ultrasonic and low-frequency sounds. They rotate their ears to catch any source of sound. Some of the sounds which we may hear on tiger safari are territorial roars, distress calls by cubs, affectionate chuffing, wrestling sounds, mating roars, moaning, grunting, and whining. Yes, you heard right. Tigers can easily climb trees, but they seldom do so, except when the cubs are young. Their sharp and retractable claws provide a powerful grip to hold the tree trunk and climb up comfortably. And as they grow old, their body weight hinders them to do so. Despite this, there are records of adult tigers climbing trees to catch leopards and monkeys. Tigers are fond of water and spend many hours dousing at the edge of lakes, ponds, rivers, and waterholes. They submerge themselves, soaking up to the neck during the hottest time of the day. They can drink up to 15 to 20 gallons of water and are excellent swimmers. Humans have a layer of dark pigment cells behind the retina which absorbs extra light, whereas tigers and other nocturnal animals have a layer of reflective tissue behind the retina called tapetum lucidum, which provides a second opportunity for the eye to catch the light, thus improving their night vision manifolds. Tigers can interpret and gather information from the air, or the scent left on the trees, scratch marks, droppings, etc. by other cats. They inhale the scent by raising their lips, exposing their fangs, and a hanging tongue and wrinkled nose to draw the scent to the rooftop of their mouth to their Jacobson organ. This works as a chemical transmitter to tell the tiger about the presence of its sibling, a female, or an intruder. Unlike humans, tiger saliva contains lysozyme enzymes, which attack the cell walls of wounds, providing defense against infection. They also lick themselves now and then to clean their coat. Their tongue is sharp and rough, covered with papillae that help remove the fur and feathers from their prey while feeding. Tigers lead a secretive life and are shy by nature. They normally avoid humans and skip the area when intervened, unless they are injured, with cubs, or on a kill. Even in the park they avoid the patrolling guards and move into the bushes. They do become man-eaters due to prolonged hunger, injury, habitat loss, or when old. Some pick this habit from their mothers, and incidences in Sundarban hold true to this example. Tigers prefer to conceal themselves in their environment and use the wind direction to their benefit before making a kill. Their stripes camouflage well in the bush, tall grass, and bamboo thickets, letting them move in closer to their prey. They stalk them and slowly reach a striking distance, freezing completely, before sprinting for the final step. That's why they are called ambush hunters. Tigers toil very hard to achieve success and to avoid detection. Every watchful eye in the wild screams their lungs out to announce that the big cat is on the move. They alert other denizens with alarm calls. Thus, it takes 10 to 12 attempts for tigers to seize their prey finally. Tigers lead a lonesome life in the wild and only spend a brief amount of time while mating, raising cubs, and growing up. Tiger cubs develop this innate behavior in the early stages of their life, as this becomes quite prominent after 8 to 10 months amongst the siblings. And as they grow old, they start avoiding each other and explore the realms of their mother's territory, till they part ways to find their niche. Male tigers protect the females from trespassers, thus helping her to raise the cubs with him. Tigers frequently mark their territories and create virtual boundaries for other felines as an entry barrier, in their treasured estates. They do this by spray marking and scratch marking on the trees, scat dropping on the safari track, near waterholes and trails, and roaring while patrolling their territory as a sign of dominance in their area. A tiger on an average needs 50 to 60 spotted deer-sized deer in a year. So in a year there are 52 weeks, so it means the tiger eats once in a week. But this ratio might change if the tigress is with cubs who have started feeding on the meat. A tigress rearing her cubs might have to hunt 2 times in 10 days. Once it has killed a full-sized deer like Sambar, which might weigh 300 kgs, the tiger will feed for around 4 days. There are records of tigers eating around 18 to 20 kgs of meat in one sitting. Tigers don't have a particular breeding season, they mate when the tigress is in estrus and ready to mate. The tigress will spray mark the trees with her urine, and the territorial male coming across will get the smell, and by doing flamen the male tiger will come to know that the tigress is on heat and ready to mate. They will communicate with each other by roaring and finding each other's location. During mating time the male and female tigers have been seen together for 4 to 5 days. Tigers hunt in different situations. If they come upon their prey and have not eaten, they can hunt it down instantly. However, because tigers see at night 6 times better than humans do, they have an edge over their preys. Tigers pursue their prey by hiding in plain sight and ambushing it. When the prey is within 50 yards of the tiger, it will suddenly accelerate to a top speed of 45 km per hour, crushing its prey with a bite that has a 1,000-pound force and shattering its spinal cord. They enjoy taking their naps in cooler environments. These can include regions with shaded vegetation such as thickets, cliffs, caverns, tall grasses, dense trees, shallow water bodies, and occasionally even comfy game trails that are muddy or sandy. Thank you for watching this video.